Getting ready to make a pillowcase dress for my daughter Snow, and I wanted to just quickly show you guys how I do it because I made one earlier today and took pictures in it, posted it on Instagram. The dress turned out really cute and she loves it, and a lot of you guys asked me to do a tutorial for it. So I was using these two old pillowcases just to practice because eventually I'm gonna do mommy and me matching ones with this fabric I got from the thrift store. But it came out so well that I decided I was going to share how I do this one because I'm going to do that one a little bit different. So what I did was I took this pillowcase. It's actually a really nice pillowcase. It's super soft. I believe it's 100% cotton. It's always really nice to have like good quality materials. Yeah, 100% cotton. This was a Ralph Lauren pillow, but my husband was getting ready to toss them because they had this stain, and I was like, no, don't throw them away. I want to practice on these for the pillowcase dress. But then I realized how soft and amazing they were that I was just going to keep them for her and try to get this stain out somehow. So how I did it was I just took it, I ironed it out so it was like nice, and then I measured it with this little measuring tape on how many inches I wanted the length to be. So I just measured my daughter and where I wanted it to fall, where her little ankles were. And then this was the top of the pillowcase that was already like sewed shut, and I cut off about that much from the top, and I'll use this to make the strap. So I'm gonna save that, and then I just folded under a little bit of the fabric, as you could see here, enough so that this elastic can fit through. This is just old elastic that was on something that was super stained that we were getting ready to throw away, and I saved the elastic from it so I could use it for a project. So I'm going to just sew a seam all along here and then leave about 1/2 inch here to be able for the elastic to fit through, and I'll sew that and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so I'm gonna get ready and just sew the seam all around the pillowcase. So I'm salvaging this old elastic, and because I don't think this piece is long enough, I'm gonna be sewing these two together. Okay, so I just finished sewing the seam. It's far from perfect, but I'm not, you know, an expert sewer. I told you I left this open here to put our elastic through, but I'm going to do the straps now, and I'm going to show you how I do the straps. Okay, so I'm taking the top of the pillowcase that I cut off, and I'm just cutting off the top part so that I can make 2 straps, and I'll cut them like this, turn them inside out, sew them together, and then I'll show you how I sew them on. Okay, so now we have these, and then I'm going to cut these little pieces off. Just going to take 2 of these pieces, put them on top of each other, sew a seam on this side, and then another seam on the other side, and then flip them inside out. The lighting is terrible, I apologize. I'm trying to do this at night when the kids are asleep. I'm gonna iron the parts that I want to put the, like, make my markings. So I'm gonna fold the pillowcase in half, like this. And then just at the top part, I'm going to press it down a little bit so that I know where my center back is, and then I'm gonna open it up, and then I'm gonna fold that in half to that first line, and then the same on the other side. I'm going to be putting the marking with the iron and pressing in these little spots to know where I'm going to put the straps when I sew them on. By ironing, now I know where I'm going to put the straps in the center back, and then I'm going to put the front straps right here. Alright, so I'm taking this little strap, and this is the center part that I marked, and I'm going to sew a line or a seam here where there already is an existing one, and I'm going to take the next one and I'm going to cross it here. I'm going to sew that down. Should probably invest in some pins. Ha! Did it finally. Okay, so we have the back sewed on. I just like crisscrossed that there, and then we can cut the little excess off. Okay, so I just folded up that bottom part, and I'm going to sew that right here, right above the seam at the top edge. Okay, so I sewed this seam right along the seam that we already had for the front, and we did that right where we did the little crease. And then I'm going to take this strap and find that other crease, which is right here, kind of hard to see on camera. And then I'm just going to center my strap up with that crease and sew that on there. Okay, so the straps are sewed on. We did the little crisscross in the back, and then here and here, super simple. And I am not a very good sewer. As you can see, it's not perfect, but like I said, I think it's fun, the little homemade look. And the straps might look really small, but for Snow, this is perfect for her. And now I'm going to take the elastic. I'm going to take a little safety pin, put it on the end of this, and then I'm going to put the elastic through, and then we're going to be all done. So I'm going to put the safety pin through this little thing that we kept open for the elastic, and basically just take that safety pin, and then I'm going to push it through, and the safety pin basically helps you be able to push it through. And then I take the safety pin, hold it like this, and then, you know, you get the idea. So I'm going to do that all the way around. And then when I get to the end part, I push the safety pin back through, and then get this all done, pull that. Then I'm going to take what I have bunched up, like a little scrunchie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just attach this here to the end, and then I'm going to pull this elastic through so it's more even. And so once I am happy with the like scrunchiness of it, then I'm going to take off the safety pin, and I'm going to sew this elastic together here and then cut off the excess. So I just took this needle and thread, and I'm going to sew the elastics just by hand really quick so that I don't break my sewing needle. But in case any of you guys don't know this trick, if you take the bottom of these two pieces here, and then you just wrap it around your finger, and then you go like this, and then pull, you get yourself a little knot. It's a little sewing trick. So I'm just going to take this elastic and sew that together by hand. I'm just going to chop that piece. Might save this to make a matching scrunchie for her with the extra fabric I have. Okay, so once that is done, then you can like stick it in there and then close that seam up. We're gonna sew the seam together. Okay, so here is the finished dress. I love the way it turned out. I think it's gonna be super cute. I can't wait to put it on her. The only thing I did screw up on is that on the inside I forgot to flip over like the rough edges or whatever and sew those in, so now there's like, it's like frayed. But other than that, I like the way it turned out. I'm hoping the straps are long enough, so I will go ahead and show you what it looks like on her now. But that was it, super simple, and I'm very excited because I'm going to be doing mommy and me dresses with this fabric that I got from the thrift store in my next video, and I'm going to be putting that up on Patreon first, and then I will put it up here on YouTube. So I hope you guys liked it. Enjoy.
You look, oh honey, I love you so much.
Dad, I love you.
I love you. Mwah.
It's Daddy.
It's Daddy. I love you so much. Mwah. You look so cute. I'm sorry I didn't get to spend much time with you this morning. Baby Storm was a handful.
It's slippers.
Yeah, Dad's slippers. Oh no.
Slippers.
Oh, that's the wrong foot.
This came out so cute.
Put it on.
Where are you going? Alright, so here is the dress on her. It looks adorable. I love the way it came out. It fits her great. I love the crisscross back.
Goes like yay, so fun.
She can play in it, run in it, stays up. It's really soft and cozy. So that was a success. I can't wait to make more.